Let me tell you a story, all right? I keep quiet about it. I don't talk. But I remember when we were in school back then, and the person who was president of our fellowship said everything, very anointed man of God. And what happened was, young man, and one day, if you went to the University of Lagos, between Jaja Hall and Mary Hall, we were just walking, and he told me, he said, I need 3 hours of prayer to break through. I need 3 hours of prayer to break through. If I spend 3 hours, I'll get this thing done. He never spent those 3 hours. He said, if I spend 3 hours, I'll get this thing done. Because we were going through crisis at that point. All right, we entered into a church which was an error. All right, we didn't have that internal conflict. So that's a story for another day. And so the pastor began to attack us. And it's a known pattern. Attack to the point that, and just for people to know this here, so you understand. Because this younger generation, any small thing that they do, you're offended. I'm leaving the church. You go on Twitter, I'm tweeting, I'm through. I've potted. Oh boy, it's not like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I was in the service and the pastor went against these guys and said they're fornicators and this, just to discredit them in the congregation. At the end, he signaled to me, he said, come. And I followed him into his office and he shut the door. He said, I saw you when I went after your friends. I put the knife in your chest. The pastor is telling me that. Knife in your chest. I looked at him like I said, go and tell your friends what I said. I said it because I saw you. The next Sunday I was there. I sat down to there. There is something called madness of prophet. That doesn't mean you're not a prophet. Are you following what I'm saying here? God has put the word on your lips for me and I'm writing here. I can be bleeding from pain, but God called you to me. Are you following what I'm saying here? If it's now, people have left. Many people are at home, online church, you say, what church hurt? We too, we have been hurt. Anybody leading, the way you qualify for leadership is they will baptize you and you stay. Are you following what I'm saying here? I've told people, let me tell you the truth here. You are not a member of the church. You are not a member of the church when you finish membership class. That's attendance. You become a member of the church when they hurt you in the church and you stay. That's where you are what? Member. Pastor Oyemade said this. I've said it before. Bishop Oyemade. We finished the convention. I invited him. He came. I felt like a great man. Because all the pastors in the place told me he would never come to a campus fellowship. He came to our campus fellowship. And I felt like a great man of God. So the next Sunday, I took my team to go and meet with him. 2 of them are still in church. One is like their staff pastor in Jesuit. She was there. And another person and then team here. And I stood. And 4 of them were here. I was here and they're here. And Bishop Vigo saw them and he was impressed with what we did. He shook the first person, God bless you. Shook the second person, God bless you. Shook the third person, God bless you. Shook the fourth person, God bless you. I, the great man of God, he behaved that wasn't there. He behaved like he didn't see me and he walked on. Those people looked at me, because they must know that your heart is circumcised. Pastor Oyemade said he used to go for Maurice Cerulo's meeting. He would call him, my son, come for my meeting. He said he would fly to America, everything, pay, fly. He said he would sit down, he would see him and walk past him. First year. Second year, I called him again. Son, my son, come. He went in again. He walked past him like he didn't even say, He said, we want to look at his how you call me? He said, on the 7th year of doing it. The man was sitting in the platform, they whispered something to somebody. He said, the man just came to me and said, Sir Maurice also said you should come up to the stage now. He said, he came up and said, sit beside me, my son. You are preaching tonight, you are taking the service. He looked at him, sir. He said, you are taking the service. He passed the test. Some of you, you will lecture. You know, this social media, you will go on social media. Oh, God. So is the prayer that obtains the blessing here. Just telling you. All right? Okay? Before you get angry. So I say, you get angry. The person who is in charge of all our church planting in the office, if I joke with her, I say, you should start church. There is no training I've done with, you have always been at the training. You must start church very soon. Because every training I've done from day one, you are there. Well, she came to me when she said, they said, you don't know how I became joined. I said, what happened? He said every time she was an usher. He said, when I came to church, I'll stand and I'll greet you. Good morning, Pastor. You in Yaba, you're walking. He said, you never replied. Good morning, Pastor. He said, you just walked past me like you did here. Good morning, Pastor. He said, you just walked past me. He said, one day I said to myself, this is the last time this man, we are greeting him. This is the last time in my life I will do it. He said, the day I decided I'm not going to greet you, as you just walked past, you stopped. I said, good morning, how are you? He said, I just shook my head. He said, and that's how you called me and said, come and work in the office.